I have changed the way we're going to do this after playing with this a little bit. So I'm going to help you create your site menu and customize your site first, and then we're going to go to pages and post and all that kind of stuff. So you see on my list it's checked off that we've done this, but we need to do that. So we're going to add menu, and that's how we get all these up top. Work samples, contacts, I don't know why I have two work samples, but we'll go in and we'll fix all of that. So this is your list here. So all I did is I clicked on primary, and it gives me all of the menu options that are here across the top. Since I have two work samples, I'm just going to click on one of those and I'm going to remove them. You can reorder these by clicking the reorder button and then move them either up or down. If you want to have your about and your resume in a different spot, you can move those things around. To me, the order of the menu options does not make any difference. It's your personal preference. You guys will be sending me links to your exact post, not to your general blog outside this first post where you're going to send me a link. You're going to put in the discussion for the class a link for your blog so your classmates can see it. You guys can see what everybody else is doing. And then you're going to submit me a link to your actual blog post reviewing all the blogs when you have that done. So I'm happy with the order that everything is in. I click done. So here we go. We have all of our things. So you're just going to click save changes. You do that every time you make a change somewhere, you save it. We are going to go back. We are done with our menus. So that now gives us the work samples and the contact page that we did not have previously. You can create any pages that you need to through your menus, and that's the easiest way to create pages, and then we can edit them in the pages later. So we're going to close this. We'll update our home page momentarily, but if you don't like the theme that your blog has, there are all of these themes that you can choose from, and so you find one that speaks to you. You can at the top, nope, sometimes they will provide you a search bar where you can search for themes. It's not up here. When you click on a theme, it shows you what that theme would look like. If you like it, you can activate it. Otherwise, you can go back. You can click show all themes, and that will give you all of these. The good thing about doing the show all, you can say I just want the free ones, and I want to look for education themed ones. It limits your choices. Okay. You can say kids, so those kinds of things. You can say I want a blog, and it's going to give you options to choose from. You can spend tons of time here. Make this something that you feel okay with right now. You can always come back and edit it later. It's easier to do something that is simpler and not all kinds of crazy color-wise. That is why I have the theme that I do. This is my theme right here, is libretto. That's what I use on my personal blog. Okay. Again, so you can see what that would look like. It looks like this. You can change these little headers up here. So this would be what your libretto blog would look like when you open it up if you go with that theme. It's a real simple, classic design. So for this blog, so that we can do something different, this one, and I'm choosing this one so I can show you a couple of things not to do. So we'll go in and we'll customize what this is going to look like. This is, you get this customizer, and then you can do all your colors and backgrounds. Please know that when you click on each one of these, it's going to change things. They're going to be subtle changes for some of them. There will be not so subtle changes for others. So we're going to go with this. You can choose your font. You can make it different from what the theme font is. Let's see if I can find something that's not. This cherry swash will get kind of hard to read after a while. So you can choose any font that you want. There are other ones. Changing the font up here. So look at wherever the font changes and see, can I read that? Is that easy? You'll notice that when I change to that font here, it becomes harder to read. So if it's harder to read, I would change it to something else. That is a larger font. It's easier to read. We're going to keep that. Menus. These are again your menus. You can change your header image. This is the one I have on my personal blog. You can make it whatever you want. You can add an image from yours. Just know some of these will, like this one, because it's all blurry, is harder for people to focus. This one has a lot of white and not a lot of contrast. So please think about these things as you pick them, and as you change things, say save changes. It'll tell you it's saved. Here are your content options. You want it to display your categories, your tags, your author, display on blogs and archives for your feature image. That's how this will come up anywhere that you have an open header. Display on single post, display on pages, automatically uses first image and post. Okay, you can create an author bio. Widgets are things that you can add later. You do not need them right now. Homepage settings. You can have a static homepage. I like to do latest post first, so it'll give you your latest post. If you do static page, it'll land on a static page in your blog. As you become a teacher, that might be, or as you're looking for a job that your senior year, that might be good. It might be good that it lands on your resume. It might be good that it lands on your homepage where you do a little introduction about yourself. Maybe good that it lands on your about page. Maybe you want it to land on your work samples so people can see what you're doing. Those are things to think about. I right now don't have a homepage set. It lands on my most recent post. You can tag your featured content with using the name tag. And you can create a customized CSS, which is kind of like a blog reader format. But again, you don't have to. I'm not walking you through how to do that. It does take a little bit more to do that. If you ever have any questions, you need help, there's this great need help setting up your site. You click on it and it takes you out to their help page for your specific design that you're using. So that is your theme. I come back now and I have stats. Here is your home page when you come in. So we have to launch our site. So you launch the site. I'm not going to do that, but all of you need to launch the site. The site's never going to get launched. I'm using it to help teach you all how to set it up. And that way I can delete stuff and redo this as needed. So that is basic customizing and theme and getting your menu set up. You need to do this first before we can go and talk about pages and posts and those kinds of things. All right, hope this helped.